Hello everybody! I thought I would take a few minutes and provide a quick overview of our course, Educational Psychology. As you can see in Canvas, this is our home screen. On the left-hand side, you will see tabs that you can left-click on to access content or information. So we're here at home. If you click on announcements, any announcements that I post, and I could do this daily or weekly. I really have no set schedule, but check here often, and you can read any kind of news or updates that I have for the course. For example, something that we just launched a few months ago at KCC was virtual or online writing lab. So if you're writing a paper for this class or any other class really, and you need some help, you can submit your work online without ever visiting our campus and receive valuable feedback. So feel free to take advantage of that. On the left, you'll also see the link to the syllabus. You can print the syllabus from this area as well. Modules, which is where most of our content, if not all of our content, is for the class. And by content, I mean PowerPoint lectures, assignments, discussion forums that you will post in. There's also a chat feature. We might have a few chats this semester. I'll let you know ahead of time, where you can ask me questions or you can ask each other questions. Your grades are located here as well. So as soon as we start submitting assignments, you'll be able to access your grades as well as any feedback that I leave you. So if I want to give you some tips or I'm trying to give you some feedback to steer your assignments in the right direction, you can access those from the grades feature. Also, we have a library here at KCC, and you have access to use online articles and books and documents. So I have the quick link here established, so if you just want to access materials without leaving the course, you can do so. Something I wanted to talk about under the modules, you will see in this class that it is divided into units. So it says here Unit 1, you'll scroll down to see Unit 2. Because our class is only 8 weeks, I'm going to keep all of the content open so that you can look at it. But you'll notice here that when assignments are due, see where it says Unit 2 due date April 5th, this is telling you that everything inside this Unit 2, which you'll notice is multiple chapters, okay, so not just Chapter 2, but it's actually Chapters 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, the content here is going to be due on or before April 5th. So as you can see, as we scroll through, we go to Unit 3, Unit 4, Unit 5, you can see that the due dates are assigned. Something else that I wanted to tell you was you'll notice in the units we have reading questions and Dropbox, and we also have discussion forums. Sometimes it's difficult when you're starting a new class. You want to know, like, what does the instructor expect from me? Well, I wanted to show you an example. So for the discussion forums, you're going to be asked a question related to our textbook readings. So this is Chapter 1, and I give you a specific question. You click inside the reply box and just type your answer. But my advice to you is actually to use something like Microsoft Word and type your responses first. Why would I suggest that? Well, sometimes when you're typing in Canvas, you could have a little break in your internet connection or something, your computer restarts. It's very frustrating. So if you were to maybe type your responses in Word first and save them, you could easily copy and paste into the Canvas discussion forum reply box. So as you can see on my screen, we have Chapter 1 discussion forum. This is a student example. So this is actually what someone typed for their Chapter 1 post, their first post. And notice here, this is what I like. First of all, they explain themselves, so it's very easy to kind of read. Not a lot of typos, if any. And then also, they used a direct quote or a reference to the textbook to kind of back up their opinion. I like this too, so I hope that you do the same thing. So if you kind of follow this lead where you explain yourself as well as provide a specific reference to the textbook, you're going to get the maximum score possible. And then also for the reading questions, you'll notice, and let me go back to our Canvas course here. So when you go into one of the modules, you'll see that we have reading questions and Dropbox worth 10 points. I have a list of questions here directly from the textbook, so no surprises. And then what you're going to do is, as you read, answer the questions. And this is an example, again, of Chapter 1, one of the questions that a student submitted. And so they used Microsoft Word and answered the questions. You'll see here again, kind of like the discussion forum, they explained themselves, and then they also included a direct page number reference that shows me or proves to me that they actually read and then understood what the question was related to the textbook. So again, if you follow this pattern for all the questions as well as the discussion forums, you're going to do really well in the class. Something else I wanted to show you. You'll notice that periodically we'll have quizzes. Quizzes are worth, they vary in points because it'll depend as the semester goes, but they're cumulative, which means you might see similar questions in the upcoming units. That is totally planned. That is supposed to happen. So please do not think, oh, I answered this question in Unit 1, so I'm just going to skip it. Well, you'll get a 0 on that question, so I don't want you to do that. Actually, think of it this way. If you've seen the question more than once, by the second or third time, you should be pretty good at it. So answer it as best as you can, provide as many details as possible, and then you'll earn the maximum points possible. So as you can see, again, the course is divided by units. The units have a theme, and each unit inside of the unit includes activities like the reading questions, discussion forums. There will be a couple little case studies which put you in a situation. Nothing too intimidating. I think you'll pretty much enjoy most, if not all, the materials in the course. So you will also see that in addition there's a little unit overview. I give you an instruction to read from the text. We have some discussion forums. That's what the little word bubble here is. And then if anything's a link that you access to, it looks like a little chain link. And then of course assignments, you'll notice, have point totals. So again, I hope this makes it easier for you to understand how the course operates. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me either through Canvas email or KCC email. I will say that email is the best way. If you happen to call my office and leave me a message, just please give me at least a day or two, especially over the weekends, to respond. I wish you the best of luck in the course, and let me know if you have any questions.